Hey guys, what's up? It's been a minute. I think it's been at least a year since the last time I made a video. And my friends and family just kept encouraging me to do it. So here I am, back to YouTube. So hey everyone, hey friends and family. This is Karine from Harmony Home and Garden. A lot has changed. I relocated from zone 7B, 7A New York, and now I'm in Texas, zone 8 and 8A, and I'm still gardening, still doing all the things that I did before. And yeah, I'm back. Before I was gardening on my fireplace, which is illegal, don't do that. And I was gardening on my windowsill and in my community garden in Brooklyn. And now I have a sizable backyard. It's funny, like I've been dreaming about having more space, and when we were house shopping, I would look at backyards. My husband would often ask, like, is this enough space? And sometimes I would see backyards that were so big, and I'm like, can I really do this? Can I really garden and grow, like handle this amount of space? So I think this is very doable. It's big, but it's not like huge. It's pretty manageable. So yeah, so my husband, he's like, this space is yours. My only request is that you don't make it look janky. It does look janky right now, but I'm working on it. So if you hear me sniffling, I think I'm starting to feel allergies. Started sneezing today. I think I'm starting to feel. We had our last frost date, I believe last week, and according to the almaners, it was a Farmer's Almanac. Jesus. The Farmer's Almanac, my last frost date was the 23rd, and I think today is like the 25th, 26th. So yeah, so let me give you a tour of the backyard. Yeah, so thank God, all praises to the Most High for doing this, because it's all Him, so I can't take any credit, and I'm just grateful. So, right, so it's probably hard to tell from the video, maybe, that it's kind of sloped down. And this spot over here, the sun, I've just been watching the sun. And I think if I grow down here in this area, it'll probably give me about like 5 hours of sun. But this spot will give me the sun for the longest. So I'm still figuring out placement. I'm gonna insert a video here showing the first thing I did when I moved into this house was build 3 raised beds. And I'm gonna show you those. So I built those in the fall, and those were the first things I did. So I'm gonna cut back to the raised bed. So I'm gonna start over here, cut back. These are the 3 raised bed that I just inserted. And this is what they look like now. So in here I planted like about 60 bulbs of garlic. And look at how much has come up. They're not close to 60. I think the issue that you can see if I'm gonna insert a picture is that I mulched too much. I think I put too much layer of grass clipping. And so if you could see, like the majority of the garlic is around the edge, where the mulching was less. Even over here, the second bed, this is where I planted garlic as well. So you can see it's on the perimeter. Inside is pretty bare. So I do see a couple coming up, like this tiny one, like 1 or 2 others. I see a few coming up, but yeah, I just given up that I'm not really gonna get much from other than what I see now. I'm probably not gonna get much. So it's hard to see the names. It's probably all gone, but this is, I think, chestnut red, enchelium, music. I have some music planted. And then in this bed I built this covered, let me cover it up, this covered hoop. My issue that I kept having with this is, like, we get strong winds, and I'm also in Tornado Alley, So this kept opening up. But, so this is what it looked like. The piece came off, but I could easily insert it back in there by just, back in here. I just haven't done that. So let me open it back up. So the Swiss chard that you saw there, that you see straight ahead, I planted those in November. And it survived. It was kind of like an experiment to see what would survive in a covered hoop. Our temperatures would drop down to 10 degrees a couple nights, so it lasted, and now it's flourishing. So I could definitely grow here with a hoop, a covered hoop bed. So I just wanted to experiment. I haven't eaten any yet. I've just been growing it, so I'm probably gonna start harvest this week. So this bed was pretty bare during the winter, and I recently planted, have some beets there. Then I did some, these are more Swiss chard that I planted. I planted these about 2 weeks ago. And then this bed, this is bok choy. This is my first time growing bok choy. It's kind of clumped together, so I'm gonna have to thin that out. Then strawberries, I bought 6 strawberry plants. Here's 1, 2, and then over there 2 more, 3. So I planted those this past week. Today is Sunday, and I planted them this past week. So yeah, I also added, this past week I added some violas. And I also, when I planted the beets, I also planted some elephant ear, and I believe some chestnut red, hardneck. I think it's a chestnut red, but it's definitely the elephant ears, garlic. I had those in the fridge since February. And to stratify them, I just want to experiment. And they're coming up. I think this is definitely an elephant ear. So I planted them all along this row, and they're starting to come up. So, you know, I'm not mad that I lost some of that garlic. It's okay, you know, like, it's a lesson. You know, next time I won't mulch as much as I did. I won't make it thick. I think it was just so compact, and the moisture, the rain couldn't get through. But you know, it's a lesson learned. Okay, so garden tour continues. We move over. This is like all, these are bags of, in the fall, I was so excited when I moved in. I just want to get, I'm sure most of you would be like, either you've been in my position or you're about to be in my position. When you get your house, the first thing you're probably going to do is garden. Like my husband's been, he's a home decorator. I'm like, this could be your resume, because he's been putting work into that house. I've been putting work in the backyard. So yeah, I bought these bags of soil, black cow compost, and the Kellogg's raised bed mix in the fall, which I used to build these beds. And then this week I was itching, like this past week I was just itching to get started. And so yesterday I bought, this past week I bought my first berry bush. This is a blackberry, and I dug and I planted it. But my soil, I'm just learning, it's clay. It's probably hard to tell because it's not moist. And what I should have done was I should have mixed this. I should have mixed it with like potting mix and compost, because sometimes the water just sits there. But here, this little piece, this is from the same plant, and it had roots, so I was able to separate it. So I'm trying to get another plant out of it, but it looks like it's dying. I don't know if I took off another leaf, that would help put more energy into the plant. Let me see if I could cut that back. But here, if you could tell, the soil is different. That's the Kellogg's mix, and I added compost, and I added some fertilizer, some azomite. So I'm trying to get like 2 plants out of one. I put this stick here just as a marker so I don't step on it. I dug another hole because I'm gonna get another plant, and it was just easier. It rained, the soil was pretty soft, so I'm just dug a hole there to get started whenever I get the second berry bush. I think I'm gonna do a blackberry again. So I built this bed this week. I was just itching to start. The weather was nice. I was just itching. So I I planted my fig tree that I bought in the fall. In the fall, I bought a fig, the small fig I bought. I'll show you my lemon and my lime tree. And those were the first, I guess, fruit trees I bought. And then the berry bush I bought this past week. this space, I was planning on putting some more plants here, but the pipes to my sprinkler is under here. So while I was digging, I felt it. So I was like, you know what? I have this big space because I was planning on filling it in. So instead, I just put a bed here. So in here, this channel is not about being perfect, as you can see by my wispy onions. This is about you getting out there and starting. These onions are looking terrible. I'm doing square foot gardening. So in this square foot right here, there's about five onions. This is what they're supposed to be. They look so terrible. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna have to come out. I watered this morning before I went to church, and I have to come out and water again. But this is Texas early onions. They probably are, I probably put them in too early, but it is what it is. And I just planted out my tomatoes. I started a lot of tomato seeds. You will see, I started a lot. So back there I have Arkansas Traveler, I have German Red, I have Champagne Bubble, I have San Marzano, two San Marzano, and two, this is two Champagne Bubble here and here. And then back here I have Amano tomato. That's a yellow tomato. And then I have my peas, some sweet peas. They're looking they're struggling. They're struggling. So, you know, there's a scripture in the Bible that says that you should sow plenty for times like this. For times like this. So, you know, it's March right now. It's March. I can start more, so I'm not like stressed or anything. Some people don't even start sowing seeds this early. So back here I have some sunflower. They're looking sad. I don't think those are gonna make it, but it's fine. I have more sunflowers. So we're going, take you the tour. These are my other onions that I grew a variety of onions. This is my first time growing onions, so you know what, it is what it is. If I get like 20, I feel like I should be able to get at least 20 onions. That will be an achievement, and I'll be good. I'll be happy. For $2 packs of seeds, I'm good. This is some weeds I need to get rid of. So this area, because we have this tree overhead, I'm guessing the previous owner didn't plant any tree here, which is gonna be perfect because this spot is gonna be for my potatoes. I'm thinking about putting sweet potatoes in the corner because you have a bit of shade, and then the rest is gonna be a mix of potatoes. I was planning on putting another plant in this area, but what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna put my, I just bought these from when I bought the blackberry bush. I also bought these asparagus. So one of my girlfriends, who is a more experienced gardener, was like, hey, get your asparagus in the ground now. So I believe they take about a year to come up. So there's two plants, I guess roots. I haven't really opened it up, but each of these plants is supposed to give me 20 asparagus. So I got 2 boxes. I also want to get some red ones. So I'm thinking about planting those here in this area. That's what I'm thinking. So now to the rest of the space. I'm still figuring how I'm gonna do it. This area, I'm thinking about putting another bed. I have my I'm forgetting what this is called, but you know what I'm talking about, right here. Yes. I'm thinking about putting another bed here, but I can't decide. I'm debating on what I want to do because I bought I'll show you. Why am I going blank on what I bought? I'll put the name of what I bought. Yeah, and I'm thinking about if I should put them here and maybe put them on bricks. It gets windy here. Again, I live in Tornado Alley, so I'm thinking about like what's best in this space. Like, should I put them against the fence? Green stalk, that's what I'm saying. Lord Jesus, I bought 2 green stalks, so I'm trying to figure out like if I should put them against the fence, but then I have to turn them because I want them to get sun on both sides. I'm still figuring that, but I was thinking about maybe putting my melons in this area. So we'll figure it out. All right, so back to the space, back to the garden. So this is my, this one is, what is this? This is a Improved Meyer lemon. And I should be able to put this directly in the ground, being in zone 8A, but I love Meyer lemon. This is lime. Let's see what kind of lime, if it says it. I'm not sure, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really say, it just say lime. So as you can see, it was flowering a lot. And trying to zoom in, yeah. So when it started flowering, it started putting all this energy into flowering, so it started turning brown. So what I did was pick off all the flower buds. Then I added some citrus tone fertilizer, but that still didn't help. So I just added some azomite mineral. Azomite, I did the granules yesterday and added, the soil was like further down. It needed more soil, so I added more soil, added the azomite. So hopefully this will look better. I'm not like trying to get any fruits this year. I just wanted to put energy into growing bigger. So yeah, and this was actually much bigger, but I think it just needs to be potted from the nursery much faster, and the leaves just look wilty. I insert a picture here. It just looked wilty and dry, so I just pruned it back, and now it's coming back. So hey, this is not about perfection, people. Not about perfection. And this bag is bag of all the grass clipping that was on those 2 beds. So I think that was just too much, because I saw like some folks say layer up to 6 feet. Not 6 feet, Jesus. 6 inches of mulch. And I think that may have been too much for my area. I'm not sure. So anyway, that's what happened with the garlic. So yeah, it's a lot going on. I started just to flip you around. So I started sowing my first seeds in January. I did my onions first. And then I started, after that, in February, I started my tomatoes. So, well, end of January, I think I started the tomatoes. So I'm not just growing for myself. I'm growing a few like plants, like tomato plants and peppers to give away to friends, seedlings, and then to have extras just in case anything happens. I don't know where I'm going to put all this stuff. I don't know where I'm going to put all this stuff, but we'll see. Again, my husband asked me not to make it janky, so, and I don't want it to look janky either, because we also want to entertain in this backspace. But I'm trying to my goal would be to grow like 50 to 75% of our produce. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to look. So we'll just get past. That's a goal. It won't, I doubt it'll happen this summer, but for the future. So let me flip you around. This is my composter. I'll insert a picture and the name of it here. But I bought this in the fall. So far it's working good. Things are composting. The issue that I'm having with is flies inside. I'm not going to even open it up. It doesn't look terrible inside, but it's just flies. I've had to pour hot water inside. So if you've never seen this composter before, so basically these slots here, you could put your hand in it and it spins. It allows you to spin. So this is the way that you're able to spin it and mix up the compost. Yeah. So I've been doing food scrap, grass clipping, leaves. You see all the back there is all leaves from my backyard, but I need to mulch those down in order to really compost it. So I might just bag that up and just put that in the trash. See all these bugs flying around. I just learned something. At first I thought they were mosquitoes. I wish I could show you one of them. They are big. I thought they blend between daddy long legs and mosquitoes. And my friend said they're called mosquito hawks, and apparently they eat the mosquito larvae. I wish I could capture them. just keep moving around. I don't know if you see them flying, but anyway. So all along this space, since it's a lot of like dandelion and plantain herb along here. I've actually harvested some of the dandelions in the back and I've eaten it. I've put in my salad and I've just put in my water. The dandelion is very healthy, good for you. But I'm gonna come back here and clean up a lot of this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant my beets, my shade loving plants. So my beets, my Swiss chard, they're all gonna go along here. And I'm just gonna clean out this space, and that's what I'm gonna do. I might save some dandelion just to be able to eat them, but this space I'm gonna clean out. So I'm thinking about like maybe putting down a border, maybe with bricks all along, and just like that space will be for growing. Over here, see, because I'm trying to grow a lot, I'm trying to maximize the space as best as possible. I'm thinking about over here, and maybe along this space, growing my peppers. I'm growing like, oh my gosh, I know a lot of y'all are like me. You would be going overboard. You've been in your apartment. I had a 600 square foot apartment in Brooklyn, and now I have all the space. And as gardeners, I know y'all would do the same thing, so I'm not even like worried about judgments. Y'all go crazy too. So I'm trying to grow all this pepper. I have like 7 varieties of pepper, like 10 varieties of tomato. Oh Lord, I don't know where I'm gonna have this space, and I'm trying to grow melons and all the other vegetables, but whatever. So I'm thinking about putting my peppers here in grow containers, like grow bags, and maybe peppers along that space as well. So this is my backyard space. Yesterday I planted some tulips, some bulbs that I bought in the fall, and I did not put them in the ground as I should have. Again, this challenge is not about perfection. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So these are all the bulbs. I planted some out front in the fall, but these should have been in the ground already. You can already see they're coming up. These should have been in the ground since the fall, but it's fine. It's okay. It seems like it's still alive and it should still work. Okay, so that's the catch up. This probably gonna get about 5 views because a lot of people are like, I don't care about all of this. But whoever watches this to the end, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for not subscribing. It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube, and I've been watching and just learning from other folks. But it's been a minute since I made a video, so thank you for not unsubscribing all that time. You probably just forgot about me. my channel probably just got buried, but sometimes we clean out our phones. I don't know if y'all do that. Just get rid of people, not get rid of people, but delete folks you haven't spoken to in years, and like you don't have a relationship. You probably don't remember who that person was. You met them once at some event, so thank you for not deleting my channel, and for those who have encouraged me to keep going. And I do enjoy YouTube. I do enjoy like connecting. I really like the growing community. It's been a blessing just even being a viewer. So anyway, just want to say thank you for the ride. I am back. I'm gonna make content. I'm gonna be consistent, and yeah, so I'm gonna cut this off because this is super long, and I'm gonna pick up and do another Dollar Tree haul. I feel like it's like a good place to start because that was one of the first, I've only made 5 videos, but it was one of the first 5 that I made. So I'm gonna do another haul video. I'm gonna get that started, so you're gonna see the same outfits because I'm not about to change. Yeah, so I hope all of you are doing well, and yeah, thank you guys. Hey, tell me what's going on. What do you think of my plans that I have? 50 to 75% and not look janky. Tell me, give me some suggestions. I have, again, this space over here. It's about, what time is it now? I think it's about 4 o'clock. So I have all that space. I'm not gonna grow anything over here because that is longer. And then just in case I need to spray pesticide or something with the house, I'm not gonna do it. So over here, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put some beds down. So tell me what you think. Like, what's your suggestion? Some of you may be more experienced. What suggestion? And it slopes. Again, it's not level. Everything slopes down. So like here, it's getting damp. getting really wet, so I'm probably gonna put down some stone. I don't know, maybe some mulch. I gotta figure it out. But this is my first summer in this space, so we moved in the fall. So yeah, that's what's up. All right, guys, take care. Bye. Bye. And I'm holding it all awkward. This is not one of those channels, those like perfect glamorized edited channel. No. Sorry. Take care, guys. Bye.